"It's magnificent," Victor Liouville said, holding the black pocket watch in his old but steady hands. He chuckled lightly as he admired it. "It's by far the finest you have made, which of course means it is also the finest I have ever seen." "Thank you," said Joseph Carton, watching the old man with affection as he examined the timepiece. The two were sat at the counter at the back of the dim shop. The shop was closed, the early morning sun beginning to creep in through the gaps in the curtains. "The finish and the fittings are perfect. The movement so smooth," Victor continued. He held it to his ear. "And so quiet," he whispered, shaking his head in awe. He picked up an eyeglass from the workbench and moved closer to the lamp to examine the piece in more detail, his bushy white eyebrows coming together to form a V as he spoke. "The markings around the face are very unusual. Not to my taste, I admit, but they have a prettiness to them. But overall, marvellous. For 40 years no one in this city has made a better watch than me. I have seen many come close. But as I look at this, I find myself unable to fathom how it has been made. It seems to have been created from the air itself." He removed his eyeglass and looked at Joseph. "Yet you use the tools I have given you." He smiled to himself and looked at the watch once more. "When a watchmaker examines the work of another, he is looking to fault it, looking for imperfections, not to praise it. So it pains me to say this, Joseph, but this is a perfect watch." "You are too kind," said Joseph. "I am many things. Kind is not one of them." It was Joseph's turn to smile. "You've always been kind to me," he said, accepting the small timepiece back, looping its thin chain over his button, then slipping the perfect watch into the pocket of his waistcoat. "It has been an honor to be your apprentice, sir." "One of us has been the apprentice," said Victor. "I'm just not sure it was you." He smiled again, reached over and gave the younger man a firm slap on the shoulder. He then stood and walked stiffly into the back room, returning moments later with a bottle of cognac and 2 glasses. "I know it is early, but I've been saving this for the right occasion," he said, removing the cork. "I should have opened it for dinner last night, but I preferred not to share it with them. It's far too good." He chuckled. "And this will be the last time we sit together. So I think now is a perfect time." He returned to his stool, handing Joseph a glass. They both nodded silent cheers and drank. The old man slapped his lips together, savouring the taste, then looked around the dim shop with a content expression. "We did great work, you and I, and I'm sad to see you leave. When you first came to me, we were both young. Looking at you now, I see time has been kinder to you, which makes me wonder if your watches have some magic in them." He laughed, and the laugh turned into a cough. "But I know not to ask such questions." He breathed a deep, laboured breath, then refilled their glasses. "However, I will ask about that stone." He looked at him keenly over the top of his glass. Joseph tilted his head. "Stone?" He knew Victor would ask about it. He was old, but his eyes were sharp. Victor gestured to Joseph's pocket. "The stone in the crown of that fine piece. At first I thought it was a pearl, milky white, smooth, reflective. But it's too perfect."